Once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Darius Leonard blew that play up. Three-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Left side complete to Lockett. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Cohen. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, New York.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The extra point.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jets 14. Chargers 7. Cairo Santos set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
3.
They run. This is Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 26. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for it all. It's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
The 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
It's third down.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Aaron Donald.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's a 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's running for Rager, but it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apken. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Buying time to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for LA. 48 yards.
42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cohen, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
41-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Right on the left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high.
Oh, this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
For the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is caught by Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he completes it to Cohen. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know they're there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts going to keep this himself. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Hurts going to keep it again. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down, here's Hurts. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Hurts. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett. 87 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts, rolling to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll buy some time right. And first took off with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's getting off the man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. goes. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Over on downs.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can catch.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. Turn this one to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it's a